Imagine what it's like to be a teen or a preteen in today's world. As they're struggling to define themselves, they're surrounded by a multitude of influences. Their family, movies, TV, radio, the internet, and perhaps the most powerful influence, their friends. These are the very kinds of influences that will, of course, shape their attitudes and decisions concerning smokeless tobacco. So, in this session, we'll introduce you to some strategies and activities you can use to help your students identify and analyze these influences and become more critical thinkers. To get students on track and spark their critical thinking, you'll walk them through a student workbook activity in which they identify the internal and external influences that affect them personally. Internal influences might be curiosity or fear of being left out. External influences might be movies or peer pressure. Working from this, you can facilitate a brainstorming session that encourages your students to analyze these influences. Media exerts an extraordinary amount of influence on today's youth. That's why you'll find that the bulk of this session focuses on developing media literacy. Through group and individual activities provided, you'll beef up their ability to analyze and evaluate messages they get from sources like print advertising, videos, or the internet. As you might expect, we'll target smokeless tobacco advertising in particular. You'll bring students up to speed on the various types of advertising like sponsorships, coupons, and product placement. You'll also introduce them to the many techniques used by advertisers, such as beauty and sex appeal, humor, and testimonials. As practice, the class will wrap things up and apply their skills to decode an actual ad. They'll analyze the techniques used, the audience targeted, and the basic messaging. Armed with this enhanced media literacy, your students can venture into the world of media well-versed in advertising strategies and well-prepared to resist the advertiser's objective.